were asked to put in the username. So the username that we had used was HUAWEI when we were using the HUAWEI authentication service. So we used the username, we used it to be HUAWEI. Then the password was 123. Is it? No, let me first see the password. The password. So we used the username of HUAWEI. Then we used a password of admin at 123. Okay, let me first see again.
The name is admin.
So our password was admin at 123. So you can see when we did put in the username as HUAWEI, then we put in the password as admin at 123. We can be able to access the SCL from the S5700 series. So when we're in this switch, we can be able to configure the access controller by even putting, as you see here, the access controller, we gave it a name of SCL. So we can be able to put configurations going to the scheme view. You can be able to access the interface views and all that stuff as we are in the switch, which means we are accessing the access controller remotely from the other side. So we are able to configure the telnet service successfully. After that, we moved on to saving now the so now we first log out and we come back to our series, the S57,000 switch. So then after doing all the configurations, we're supposed to save the configurations by using a save command. We now came onto the verification. I know that we verified to see whether our configurations exist. As I've been showing you there, like when I was putting the display VLANs, display the interfaces, when they were showing the IP addresses. When you put the display, then when you see the VLANs that are supposed to be configured on a particular device and they exist, then you see, then you save all the configurations. Then now we moved on to the next topology that was presented by Group B. I like personally. So that's how the experiment went.
Configurations, and the objectives of the experiment was to configure the wireless local area network security profile, then configure the web authentication, configure WPA2 Psk authentication, then configure WPA2 E authentication. So those were the objectives. So as the previous discussant has said, I had to first configure the interfaces, then change the device names. That is for the APSC, then also configure the trunks, which I did. So the switch, I think I can share what I did to the switch. I don't know, I won't be able to go through each and everything. There, I got some more challenges there.
What to do?
Well, yes, Daniel.
What you can help us to go through all the relevant part of the configurations, and then we shall observe that time that you face the challenges so that we can look at that part critically. So first go through all the relevant part. Can you also please change the background and the letters, the font color, background white, the font to black, and then make sure that the topology we can see it, and also the configuration window on the other side, and then we are good to go.
Okay. Is that okay? Is the color okay now?
Very okay. It is very okay now. So you can now size the window so that you can see the topology and you can see the window for configuration.
Okay.
Once you do that, we are good to go. You can start.
All right. Okay. Just a minute. Almost done. So, okay. So I started with the switch. As you can see, changed from had to change to the system view so that I could change the name from Huawei to S5700. As you can see there, had to configure the VLAN batch to around 10 to 13. As it's in here. Down. Here, and those are the interfaces that I configured. Interface 1, oh good. So, okay, all I can say is I configured all these interfaces. Yeah. seeing there. Yes. So from there, I went to the access point because that's where our main work was. Had to first change the name. So those are the few configurations I did on the access control. First, change the name to SC1 from the previous one that was yes. So, okay, I had to configure the WLAN in the access control. Then I had to set the name for the security profile, and it was set. But I think it's better if I just redo it here because it's kind of confusing here. I don't know if that's okay.
And that will save a lot of time when you just redo it.
Yes, because I see it's I'll redo it. Let me redo it now, like as I explained as I redo it.
Okay.
Yes. So I'll go into the system view. Then security.
And that will save a lot of time when you just redo it.
Yes, because I see it's I'll redo it. Let me redo it now, like as I explained as I redo it.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so I'll go into the system view. Then security. Yeah. So security profile name. Test. Security code. Oh, sorry. Security profile name test. And okay. And so after that, we'll have to check the security. So we'll put a question mark, check the security. Yeah. So there we have it. We have WPA2. There you have it. It's here. Then WPA Wi-Fi protected access. There. Then we'll continue. So after that, we'll have to configure the profile name for the first guest in order for us to set the security WEP. That's their share keys and everything. So I think I'll proceed directly to that. I'll have to first quit from this and then go back to the other view. Yeah, then security profile name. We'll set that to guest one. Yeah, that's guest one. Then after that, we'll set our security for guest one. Yes, we'll set that to yes. Then we'll set the share key. Yes, you know what's happening there. Security profile, yes. Security. Okay. Okay. We're not converting now. Then we'll set our keys from 0, then 40, then web. passphrase will be guest. Yes. So okay, once we are done with that, we'll have to bind the security profile for guest X to the VApp profile for that very guest. So I'll have to go back to the other view. I'll have to quit, then quit again. Yeah. Then reconfigure the WLAN. We'll go into the WLAN view. Then Wpa profile name for guest, that will be guest 1. Yeah. So we'll set the security profile for guest 1. Security. Then after that, we'll quit and then check. We'll now have to check for the profile what we have set. Yes. Okay. So so I have to write the command display display security profile name. Security profile name. For guest 1, sorry. So there we have it. So after displaying that, we will continue to our next step, where we'll have to configure the WPA Psk authentication. Or when we're configuring this, we will need to configure the type for the SSD as voice X to from voice X to WPA1 Psk. Yeah. So we'll go through these steps. won't have to go out of this view, will still remain in the WLAN view, the wireless. So configure the security profile name as voice1. Okay. We'll set our security WPA passphrase as security phrase as voice. Voice key. Passphrase. Sorry, I seem to have an error somewhere. Need to security WP. Yes, okay. So, yes, we'll say yes. Then continue. For continue, you'll have to first quit because that is already set now. So after that, we'll have to configure the WPA profile voice X and then bind it to the security profile voice X. Yeah. So we'll go through this. This will be the configs that will get us through that. Profile name be set to voice. So when we're inside there, we'll do our security. Security profile. Voice one. Then we'll quit Okay. So from there, oh no. I skipped something. I skipped some procedures. Sorry about that. Let me first cross check. I skipped some procedures somewhere. Yeah, so we'll continue with then I think we are done with configuring that WPA Psk. So we quit, yes. So I think we'll have to, here we have to check for it, but I failed to get to where to see how I can check for it, how to confirm that it is really working. So that is one of the challenges I got, but that is how it is configured. I managed to configure it to that end, but now checking for it.
Checking for the profile, right?
Yes, to confirm that what I have configured is really working well.
Okay, you can display the configurations for the profile, and then you will be seeing the listed profiles in there, and you can see that the profile is being deployed within the Epic group that you have already configured. So you can carry out the verification commands regarding the lab.
Okay.
Yeah, I want you to show us that part when you're carrying out the verification.
So I can is that what you meant?
Yeah, you can display.
Is that lacking the proper command? I need some help here.
You're combining both the statements. You can display the verb. You go to the either the user view, or first go back to the views of the user view or the system view, so that you can carry out the display configurations from that part. And you can display the verb profile.
Yes. Okay, user view, then display verb.
Tab key. No, wait. You can go to P. First go to P and tab key. See if there is a VA. No. Yes. VA tab key. You can now check tab key again to give you the different profiles there. Yes.
Okay, so we can first go with that.
And then later on we can see complete command. You can put the question mark.
Okay.
You put a space so that you see the inclusion of the command.
Okay. All name.
Because we're not specifically zeroing out on the profile, so you can display all the profile names that you have there.
Okay, so I can display all.
Yeah, sure.
Back all over profile. Okay. Okay. That's what it's displaying. But here, what I'm seeing here, that's not what's supposed to be displaying.
You have only 3 profiles: the guest, the voice, and the default, and which your profile is different from the one you have already configured, right?
Yeah.
First, display the configured configurations, the current configurations,
Display current configuration.
so that we can see what you have already configured.
Machine. So those are current configurations.
And try. Oh, wait. First, scroll up.
Okay.
Scroll up. When you see the authentication, you can see authentication profiles. Oh, okay. These are not for the verb, so it's okay. Let's go down. I thought this is for the verb.
The ones for the previous configurations that are going continuing.
Okay.
The ones I made before these ones. So I think it has displayed everything.
Just press the space bar until everything's being displayed. But as you're displaying,
Yes.
you're able to see the verb configurations. So you can slowly do that.
Okay.
I can't see the verb configurations. I don't think you configured them.
I did. Because I don't think I've missed any step. Been going systematically. Maybe if they were not saved, I don't know, but I configured them. But I can
Configuration, I can see the security configuration profile, but I cannot find the verb. Just a few steps. Can you just do that and then we continue?
Yes, okay. I can configure that.
Just a few steps and we can continue with the other.
Okay. 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 So we'll now set the security. Okay. Then there I'll quit. Then we'll have to display them. Yeah.
Yeah, you can display now.
So I will display the verb because we displayed the security profile. We got it. So maybe we'll have to display them in this view, not the other view. I don't know.
You can display in the view. Please display in the system view, not in that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
You can also do the saving command.
Yeah.
You can also do first the saving and then you can display it after the saving.
No, it's in the.
Get out of the system view. There.
So now display, right? Same all. Still, it's giving us the same. Daniel.
Display for me the current configuration.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. Those are the ones we have. Should I continue?
I can see the verb configurations there.
Yes.
Go down slowly. Space bar.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why your device, which version is this of the SC?
Let's see. I use.
So version, just display the version command there.
So.
Because it is listing all the default voice verb profiles, but it's not listing down the profile that we have already created there. So this version is a 6605.
Yes.
Normally this, let me just check out the capability.
Okay.
I think there is an issue with this version regarding configuring the verb profiles. I don't know if anyone of you has, the other guys, has anyone managed to configure this kind of SC and it worked with configuring?
Excuse me, anyone?
Please.
The lab 2 that I did also, I put all the commands, but when I came to displaying the work profiles, they're not being displayed. But on the APs, the work profiles, they're not being displayed. So, and yet when I go through, when I display the current configurations, you see that the commands are there.
Yes, I saw that, and it seems there is a big challenge with this kind of SC, but I have worked with this SC before.
Yes.
And it was not
Daniel,
this
it does not even show the domains. Even when you configure domains under AP groups, it doesn't show them.
It's actually the AP group names like AP group, and they don't display, it just shows defaults.
Yes, it gives the default AP group names.
When you share my lab, you will see that it only displays default. The configurations are there when you check them. But you can't verify. With the verification, the table shows you default. Maybe we change the version of the SC.
Has someone been working with the 6005 SC? Because currently there are two versions. There is the 6005 and there is the one for 6605. So has anyone worked with the other kind of SC? The 6005. Probably we can switch anyone that is currently working to show the configuration. We can try with the 6000 or the 600. Yes, Adija? Okay. So we have realized that challenge, but we just gonna have to continue because it seems the S is having a challenge there that I need to figure out. But the command is okay as long as it has been accepted.
So I think we'll continue with another because we're done with that one.
Okay.
Continue with sorry?
The other lab that you're going into now is about.
No. This lab is still continuing. This was the second step. I meant this step is done, but we'll continue with this with the next step.
How many steps do you have left? Because we also need to mind the time.
There are quite many. Like 3 more.
3 more. Can we do 2 of those that are most essential, or all of them are pending to the others?
Yes.
That means what?
Maybe we can do this. Okay, just this one.
Mm-hmm.
We can do this other one. Just one, maybe.
Just tell me the next about what?
The next one is about configuring WPA authentication.
And the following step?
And the other one, wait, we'll have to. Let me look for.
But we can also devise the time. I can give you 10 minutes. Can you configure the 2 steps in 10 minutes?
Let me go. Yeah, let me see. Yes, I think I can.
Okay, configure the 10 steps in 2 minutes. I mean, in 10 minutes rather. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. So now you proceed.
Okay.
Make sure that you mind the speed, your speed.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So now we'll configure the WLP. So with this, we'll just go straight into it. But before that, we'll have to go to the switch and then configure the interface. Yeah, the 200 interface. But I had configured that already. We'll just continue with this. Yes, we had this already. I configured it. I don't need to continue with it to go and do it. It's done. So we'll just configure the radius service and accounting scheme for this access control. Yes. Server. Yes, server. HUAWEI. Yes, server. authentication should be the source IP get 100 okay, then get 100 10 dots. Yes, authentication.
Vijana 5, vijana 4,